Well, I have no idea. I have no idea what that was. Hello. And first of all, thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting. I should say a big thanks to my group. Hi Sebastian and welcome back. Daft, hello and welcome back also. I've been I have not been having any issues lately, except for apparently now. Uh now that it matters. What's even more amazing to me is that for some reason people in Final Fantasy do wait for you when you happen to DC. Apparently both in the chat. I have no idea what happened actually. My internet, like everywhere else, was fine. The stream just kind of kept going, but I decided to just like shut it down and refresh it, so that I can figure out what's wrong. So the internet was working. It's just that like the game, for some reason, it crashed, and I have no clue what's happening. Carlos, can I please ask you to speak in English? You're welcome in the chat, but I cannot translate your messages. Izzy, hi, and thank you for helping me learn my job. I did see your messages. I need to press my buttons better. But first of all, I need to start stopping to disconnect. It's like we were at the final boss. Crazy. Yeah, I can't have. I'm sorry for deleting all the messages. I really feel bad about it, but I can't have the stream like basically have foreign messages because I am responsible for everything that happens in the chat. And I just have to make sure. What is that? Why does it have a coin face? And I have to make sure that I understand my chat because and when we kill boss, restart stream first. I did. I restarted it just now. I think now should be fine. I think we'll be fine because I restarted the connection, I restarted the stream, I restarted pretty much everything. But for some reason, wait. Okay, I was like my abilities aren't getting casted, but apparently I was busy typing in the chat. Everything just got messed up. Yeah, this guy is scary. Has like some sort of coin face. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go somewhere? Apparently that wasn't where I was supposed to be. But like, I think Cupcake knows how clueless first timers can get, and like where we are. Okay, everyone's here, so maybe I should be there as well. Oh yeah, you guys were right. I can, in fact, cast my thing without. Am I supposed to be inside or outside? I don't actually know. But I'll just go where I was. Inside. Yeah, when in doubt, definitely follow. Been trying to. Yeah, I understand that people have like a very long queue. Where is people? Oh shit, people are inside. No longer are they inside. Shit. It's like I'm not pressing my buttons as I should. Okay, there's something definitely wrong with me. Not just stream-wise. Aw, man, like I hate having to mitigate between the game and like the chat, but I have to moderate my chat. I'm sorry for deleting your messages. And I have to be frank about why I delete messages. On stream. As a YouTube partner, you can't have you can't have messages that you don't understand in the chat, because whatever happens in the chat, you're responsible for it, and it can, like, sometimes when people say the wrong stuff, it can cost you the, like, it can cost you your channel, and it's not a fun thing. Yeah, I had to delete the messages, and I'm sorry, but that's the reason why. And I had to pretty much exit the dungeon to do it, because I can't, like, it sucks for my group, and right now it sucks for your experience as viewers as well, that I have to deal with it, but I still haven't appointed a mod. And apparently it's hurting me. Yeah, I don't feel like banning anyone, because I don't know if they actually like mean well or not. It's just that I don't understand them. But I mean, maybe in reality, like, they have actually something useful to say and whatnot. Yeah, it's fine if he doesn't know English, but I can't learn other languages, and I can't make my chat understand other people's languages, and right now it's hurt my group because it's caused me to wipe, and consequently it's caused all of us to wipe, because I had to stop playing to delete messages, and I just can't do it because no matter what's in those messages, like, if you get, like, reported for something that's in your chat, no matter what it is, you're responsible for it, and if you're found, like, I don't know, like, if whatever is in the chat is found in, like, violation with the rules or whatever, like, guess who's responsible? The person streaming, because it is also my responsibility to appoint mods, which I haven't done yet. I have a little bit of an issue, I think, with appointing mods. Am I supposed to be here now? Because I feel bad about, like, appointing someone where I can't properly pay them just yet. And I know that it's usually volunteering, but I don't know, like, I feel somewhat bad about people volunteering for it, as it is kind of a commitment. And I don't think I'd be ready to offer anyone that kind of commitment with the amount of time that I have on my hands. And I can't, and I don't know, like, it just feels bad to ask. Okay, if you're more than welcome to just tell him. Maybe he doesn't understand me, maybe he doesn't know English, but I have to pay attention to the messages in chat, and I just can't have non-English messages in chat. I hope you guys understand, and I'm sorry. You're free to, like, if you speak his language, you're free to tell him that. I trust you guys enough with it, but, like, I just have to know, like, what's in the messages, and I can't go ahead and just use, like, translator for, like, every single thing that happens in the chat. It's just, I don't have that kind of time. Yeah, I also, with Serbian it's the same. I don't give, like, Serbian people any special treatment, and actually plenty of people get mad at me because of that. Because sometimes people will get into the chat and speak in Serbian. Well, they used to before, when I was streaming on Twitch. And I was very hated in the Serbian community, because people just didn't understand why I was streaming in English at all, when I have a loving Serbian community that I can stream for. And it turns out that they weren't so loving when I told them that I don't wanna stream just for, my Serbian community, and that's when they all stopped watching me, which was fine. I don't really particularly care. But it's just funny how they all spoke English, yet they really wanted a Serbian streamer or whatever, and it was just very hard to deal with that at the beginning. Like, way long ago, I used to feel really bad about it. What happened? This shit is just not gonna die without us. I was trying to follow. Sorry. Well, I think I killed us. Today is just not my day for duties and dungeons. Sorry, Cupcake and everyone for putting me through this. Today is just a shitty day to do this. Like, I wish I knew more languages, and I wish we had technology that would just, like, automatically, you know, have you type in your own language, and then it would get translated into another language. It's just a stupid freaking barrier. Sorry, Cupcake. I've been multitasking a bit, and I've been failing you as a group. I'll try not to let it happen again. But today is just not my day for this. And the other guys think I'm just dumb. Like, they don't see the other side, which might also be a bit dumb, but like, it's been difficult. And all I want to do is just provide these people with the opportunity to finish this damn dungeon. And I've been having a hard time doing that. The triangle part is just stand the side of the triangle and move a chord with. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to rely on you to converse. I will allow at this one time, since a lot of you speak the same language, I will allow foreign language in chat because I trust you that you will be appropriate and that nothing bad is going to happen. So I have to take fucking good care of that. Okay. 1, 2, okay, I think I'm starting to understand what's happening here. Oh, I just want to not keep failing these people. Like, no one here deserved it. And it just sucks that it's happening. So do we go? We don't go yet, right? When does that happen? Breaking wheel. Okay, everyone's going here. Okay, that's what happens here. So the girl might get turned in like awkward directions as I'm learning this, so I apologize for that. Crystal nail. Where's everyone? Where's everyone? I'm just gonna be here. Okay. So yeah, I won't be turning her properly, probably. Like, I understand her. And I can do this. It's just been a little bit difficult. I don't like how I'm too dancey, but I think me being dancey is probably a lot better than us dying to just stupid stuff. Something happening again, I think so. Well, I'm not dead. See, I'm trying to follow Cupcake somewhat to learn this, but he's a healer, and I should not be working towards following healers because they do have to heal, and I can't do that in a dungeon. But I'll try to keep us alive. What a difficult day. Like, everything about today has been a little bit difficult. Tancred's death, failed duty, failed dungeons. Like, today is just a bad day. Oh man. Okay, I made it in time. That's something. Okay. I'm gonna learn this freaking boss. And yeah, guys, I need a mod. Now I really need a mod. No, Izzy, I just got trolled by the game. Don't worry about it. I'm not ahead of you in the story. I just got super trolled by the writer. I cried a lot for like a whole bunch of nothing. It's like I have this disease of like trying to do everything myself, and it's just not working out. It's just very hard to do. I don't know, like it's just that, like historically I've been feeling bad about asking others for help, and Final Fantasy is like the definition of helpful people. Like look at this bunch. Oh shit. Like tolerating my wipes 3 times in a row, helping me with the dungeon, Cupcake persistently healing my ass through whatever it was that was happening today, and that is still happening. And yeah. Well, she's gonna die. Not thanks to me, but... But yeah, have to thank this group. Aw, man. Yeah, today is bad. Today is... Hi, Bruno. Okay, let me see what's happening here. Aw, man. Like, okay. Okay. I don't know what's happening here, but I will not have the middle fingers and angry smiles pointed at my chat. I don't care if it's about me or the chat, but... Okay, I'm trying to follow what's happening in the chat. Yeah, I'm looking, don't worry about it. Thank you for helping me with both the chat and the dungeon and everything. Today's a very hard day for me. And I appreciate you guys being here and helping. I am watching. I'm watching me sucking the light out of this coin head. It's like seeing duty complete on my screen today has been the happiest thing. I don't even know what to thank them for. Oh, there's only Cupcake there, and Cupcake can hear me. Cupcake, thanks again. And I'm sorry for whatever this was. I need help. I don't know, like I just need help. I can't do this alone. He is a coin head. I will never learn that dumbass's name. Never. Forever and ever he will remain a coin head. And that's it. Okay, now it's time for me to just forget about my sorrows and look at these wonderful people have their nighttime. Yeah, sometimes it's just hard, and it'll get better. Okay, don't get me wrong, I'm glad those travels made it all the way to Nabatharang.
When Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces, and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what in the hells had gone on.
What indeed? At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable.
Oh, so they don't even know the whole story. Poor people.
It's a miracle they survived.
You can say that again. What the? Are you seeing this?
I'm so happy for them. I'm so stressed, but so happy for them that they get their night. How is it always freaking nighttime when this happens?
Sky.
Like,
It's...
whenever we destroy the warden, it seems to be the nighttime. Like, when will it ever happen? When will it ever happen that like we clear the light warden and it's just like normal daytime? Because like every time it seems that we nail, like it seems that we're targeting the night to kill the light warden so that people can see the night. Yeah, nothing in particular happened. What happened was a mixture of me not knowing the boss tactics, wiping my group 3 times, and having to manage the chat as well because I haven't appointed any mods because I'm too proud to ask for help. And it's been a mixture of everything. Is this the guy who's he's still alive? Oh wow, I don't know how much time it's I don't know how much time it's passed, but I'm actually pretty happy that we got the night back to him. Well, back. He's probably seeing it for the first time ever. It's just been rough, and I've been pretty shaken by the story. It's just I need to stop letting these things get to me.
Last, night has returned to Amareng.
It is beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, no, I mean, there's no shame in that. What I feel guilty about is having to like pretty much alt tab out of the dungeon, causing myself and the group to wipe because I had to manage something in the chat. Knowing that both things are important and basically sacrificing the time of 3 people for I don't know, for my own sake in a way, and that part just really sucked, and I don't want to ever have to do that again.
You see if you don't.
Is these moments like every time it's like it's the worst time for that.
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
Back to Calusia, the last refuge of light.
Home to our dear Lord Vorthry, who will no doubt do everything.
Who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
As well he should. For defeat there would spell
I'll
the end
handle
for
it
both
after
him
the stream.
and his heavenly host.
Don't worry about it. I just won't let it get to me.
There.
Because only the NPCs can judge me when I die. Yeah, I judged myself enough today. Oh, I totally lack of tanking experience, therefore I'm really sorry for all the field mechanics mess ups and all the upcoming wipes. I should totally add that as a macro. We did it, we really did it. I only wish there were time to visit the inn. We can but hope the return of night has granted the residents some shred of comfort. They thought the world beyond changing, but today I think we proved them wrong. I'm so mad that they don't revive. That's why I'm afraid of the trust. It's like I try to learn like a dungeon and then we wipe and then I waste my time, but now I just come to realize that my time wasted is a lot better than, you know, having 3 other people who are wasting their time. We will fix this broken land together. Finally! And we get to do this as well. Woo! Okay, well, there's something good that happened today. Look at that. We're flying. Okay. Alright. I solved it. permanently. I apologize to everyone for the inconvenience. That's all on me. All of it. All of it. Yeah, he can't speak anymore. I don't know what this message was. I will let it through because I trust you. But yeah, I solved it. Unfortunately, it had to be done. Rin seems troubled by the sight of you. Are you feeling alright, V? After you defeated the Light Ward, and I could swear I saw its ether. So can't find new Shadowbringers areas, Rush 3 MSQ. Yeah, I never, almost never look for the currents, like during the stream. I basically take breaks between like MSQ streams so I can unlock flying. Never mind, I'm still getting used to my powers. Is probably nothing. I'm just relieved I was right about where Warden was hiding. The last one is hiding in Kalusha, isn't it? I can feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we should head back to Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, and I think we could all do with some rest. No rest for us! Yeah, so many people speak Portuguese, I should learn it. She sees it too then. Oh yeah, Y'shtola actually can sense light as well. It's like Portuguese is gonna become my target language. Oh, congratulations! Oh wow. Yeah, I just don't want to bother anyone with like me hunting for like the, you know, the stuff that I could do off stream as well. So I just don't fly like during the stream, but then like I rush through the zones and pick up the blue balls. How Google Translate open in a different window. Like, you guys have no idea how many windows I have open. Like, I have like my, what is this? Like my streaming setup, and then the chat, and the baby cam, and like the game. Like, there are so many things that I'm also focusing on apart from the story, unfortunately. But such is the life of me. Oh man. The others were with Exarch. Before we join them, there is something I wish to confirm. Tell me, Rin, have you noticed anything peculiar about V's appearance of late? Anything at all? Speak freely, she won't mind. Yeah, she's a dreadful tank. Well, since Pamphylia bequeathed her power to me, I've been able to see the light inside her, though I didn't think anything of it at first. But after we defeated the Warden, you know, I realized something was wrong. I speak Serbian, Ruthenian, English, Spanish, Slovenian, and I understand bits and pieces of German, yet Portuguese is just not one of my languages. Yet I feel like I'm learning the wrong languages. You absorbed its ether, and the light within you has grown monstrous. Then it is as I suspected, so we're actually just terminally ill? How are you feeling? Cracked, apparently? Wait, what's happening to us? What is happening? Like, that sound! That sound! Oh my god. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, you know the languages, but like, I'd rather have the technology and neither of these languages, because with those languages, you're only targeting like certain group of people, and yet you can't get to know the other people no matter how amazing they are, and that's a problem. The sound was like, woof, you know? Naught is done, this will only get worse. What are they gonna do? Rin, with the power of the Oracle, have you gained some measure of control over Light? Have you not? Is there anything you can do for her? I just feel like going to the doctor's office where they're like, we can't help you. Extinguishing is out of the question. Even at her strongest, Pamphylia could only hold back the light. So I'm the greatest enemy? Feels like it. I might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. See, I have this fear of like post-Shadowbringers, like MSQ content, being all about, you know, going around different zones, and I unlock the flying, so I don't like, I don't know, take away from your time, where I could like, I'm riding and I could be flying, so I feel it like a waste of your time if I don't fly. So that's why I do it. We have no choice but to rely on Urianger and his secrets. If the next battle is to be lost, you may not be able to play your part, but you will need all of your strength. I will discuss the strategy with the others and see that everything is made ready for our departure. You are to return to your chambers and rest until then. Okay. Are you a teacher and international business dealer? Me? Or someone from the chat? The Tiger's Guide to the Galaxy, the Babblefish in the ear, and you understand everything. Like, I just need a piece of that modern technology. Yes, mother is what we're gonna say. It's like I just need like some sort of hidden technology that I know exists in the world, yet it's probably unavailable to us mortals. That will allow me to do that. Oh, I'm just a fruit of circumstances. Ruthenian is my like native language, my mother's tongue, and Serbian also because I was born in a bilingual family, and English I learned through like school, and later I lived in the States for a while. Spanish, well, let's just say it started off by watching a lot of like these TV shows with my grandma, and then later on I went to school for Spanish, like high school. In Serbia, there's a school where you can like choose your main language and basically do that as your high school. That's how I started my high school, and then I moved to the States. Slovenian, I've been learning for years, because my mom got married there and she lives there now, but before she left I thought I was going to live with her there as well, so I was learning Slovenian for years, and then I actually got to live there for like a few months. And German is just a product of high school and elementary school education that I never managed to really adopt as a language that I speak, but I understand. Yeah, the novellas, exactly. My grandma was a big fan of those, and I spent like my childhood pretty much watching those TV shows with her. Good night, Isabel. Thank you for dropping by. Oh man, am I glad to hear from you, especially when you have these paladin tips that I so desperately need. It's fun too much. We're here to watch your. Yeah, I know, but like. You guys are here and you could be anywhere else in the world doing anything else, and if I don't fly, I do you a disservice. So so I try to fly. None of that cheek, or I will take you across my knee. Excuse me? Yustola is not too happy with us. Off with you to dependence. We'll go through when the time comes. Okay, well apparently we are to do that. So everything about me and my life in my languages is just a product of circumstance. I'm not some sort of, like, I don't know, scholarly person or anything like that. I didn't, like, spend years, like, trying to perfect all these languages. Basically, all of these languages, or most of them, came out of necessity. And I was like, I either have to learn them or I'm going nowhere. Okay, well now that we avoided Yustola's spankings, I think we should go and talk to her. We're not going anywhere actually, we're just going to apparently rest. It's like everyone's always here watching movies. Is everything alright, miss? You don't seem quite yourself. Perhaps a hot meal and a freshly made bed will improve matters. Your room is ready if you'd care to retire. It's like he never gives you any choice. Even though it is a choice. If you should have need of anything at all, pray do not hesitate to call. It's like today we're questing so slowly. It's gonna get going. My break is basically over. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Lunit. Oh yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow. That's true. We will make up for today's sluggishness. So this is where you've been hiding. Why did you stay behind? Well, I mean, we know kind of why he stayed behind, but I think we should talk to him. I used to play FF when I was a kid, and has more of my language than anything in those days. Yeah, I think it's like that with English and a lot of us.
But enough about me. What of Armorang?
Oh, I watched the I watched a really good, I don't know if it was a Brazilian show. It was on Netflix, but I can't remember its name. It's like I watched it quite recently. It's like I don't know if you know it. It had this really good actor who quit the show so he could like star in some novella. I don't even know which one. But anyway, it's about like the coast being like basically it's like an apocalyptic it's like a post-apocalyptic, well, not a post-apocalyptic world because something happened to that region. We don't know if it's the whole world, but basically like 99% of it, 3% exactly. However, were you able to decipher that from like my complicated introduction to the show? It's amazing. Yeah, 3%, that's how it's called. And I just like watched it all at once. I loved the show. It's so good. I love 3%. It is one of the best shows I've seen. Jeez. Sometimes Dad would rather not be disturbed, but enough about me, what about Meringue? I watched it like English subbed, and I got to or English. Was it English dubbed or subbed? I can't remember. It was oh no, it was dubbed. It was stupid. Oh yeah. It was dubbed. But the songs were in like original language. Yeah, she is gone.
Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
It's like, it actually feels like she punished him, doesn't it? Yeah, I do want to fly for myself as well, but like I can see how it benefits you guys, and that just, you know, drives me to do it straight away. No, I haven't seen The Invisible City. I think we're not alright. I think something bad's happening to us. But we don't know... Is that... Oh, shit. We can fry a ghost. Wait, are we... How is he able to feel anything? I don't understand this at all. Have we brought him to like...
What just happened?
See, I never understood ghosts. Like, he can walk, he can like touch the floor with his feet and like walk around, yet he cannot touch anything. Like, I never understood how feet are resistant to you being a ghost. How doesn't he just like wander around? It's just weird. I'm gonna be honest, I finished watching Squid Games, and I had almost no love for it, because although I really do enjoy these scenarios, like, you know, Hunger Game-like scenarios or whatever, like, this was just, it just really stressed me out. I know it was, I know it's meant to happen, but like, it's just like, I don't know, like, I like watching shows, like, while I'm eating, and, like, the amount of stress that I was feeling while watching, it's just, it made my food taste worse, and some things that I saw there were just like, you know, I just couldn't, like, it just made me feel sick, and I was just like, no, I can't do this. Like, I watched it till the end. It's an okay show, but I think it's blown out of proportion. There's something Ophelia said to me, not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. I mean, she said a lot of things, so...
Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play.
There's a lot of interpretations to it, but it might be that he could go through the ground if he put his mind to it. However, he has an expectation that the ground is solid, so he can't. But he thinks that everything around him is also solid. Maybe he can go through the floor, but he's doing it for like the courtesy of like us not having to watch him do that. Maybe he's just like trying to be more like us.
Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a
Yeah,
shadow.
to feel more normal. Yeah,
Cursed to
exactly. Like romantic comedies. Do you know what? Like I've recently been feeling that way, and I went back to like to take a break from these stressful shows recently, and I watched this dumbass movie that somehow made it to like three like separate movies. It's called The Kissing Booth. You might know it. It has this like stupid hot actor and like some actress that, you know, just I don't know, they somehow like end up together and whatnot. It's just a really just a crazy story that ends up being like some sort of, you know, feminist turnaround at the end. It's just I don't know, like I shouldn't watch anything anymore. Like I criticize everything. I actually don't know any good Korean shows on Netflix. This just like popped up and everyone saw it. But if you have any recommendations, I love shows. So feel free to to share your wisdom. I mean, he doesn't see himself as a hero, but he can still be kind of help, especially if he can stop being a ghost. Where does he go when he decides to disappear? I wonder. Does he go through the floor finally? Oh, well, now we're alone and full of light. Is that Exarch? Just like, what is he doing in front of my room? Oh.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you.
Rayla, welcome. Happy to have you here. Yeah, sorry for not reading your name earlier. We did talk for a while. Yeah, I don't know why Squid Games actually just popped off like that. I think it was because of the outrage and not because of like the quality. It is a quality show.
Is everything all right?
It reminded me too much of Fall Guys. Who are you? Who is this guy? I wonder if I even know him.
And did it pass?
I think he's just increasingly worried that the Warrior of Darkness is just gonna die there on his
Thank goodness
world.
for that. I would not wish to see you suffer.
Yeah, I just really like to say hi to everyone, and sometimes I continue the conversation.
I know only too well
as if you guys are one person.
On our behalf in recent days.
And sometimes I don't like say hi to everyone, and I just assume I'm talking to like all of you, and I from time to time acknowledge that, you know, every single person is a separate person, like in their separate home in front of their separate screens, and that everyone kind of likes to be acknowledged. And I think it's only human to feel that way, and I try to cater to that need the best way I can. No, it did receive a lot of marketing, but I think it overshadowed some of the good shows out there as well. Like, have you guys seen The Zoo? The show? Like, that's a good post-apocalyptic show, if there ever was one.
Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you.
We're gonna find out who he is.
That you
Well,
survived
thank you, I
this,
appreciate it.
no matter what.
I try to, like, the problem with care is that, like, you can only, like, you can care a lot, but you can only do so much. And that's the problem. That's the problem whenever, like, a chat gets, you know, more crowded. Like, I love that there are people here and that you guys are enjoying each other's company. And that, you know, I have company as well. But, like, I just wish that I could do as much as I care. That's the thing. And it sucks that sometimes it's not possible.
Return to your world, for the battles to come and the wars yet unwon.
It's like you only have like 24 hours, and like sometimes I just wish I could do a lot more during that time. It sucks when I can't. I mean, I know we have to return at some point.
The final Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare, but for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you.
Actually, I never thought about La Casa. when I was watching the show. I actually watched La Casa without like any subs or dubs or anything, and I was extremely proud to be able to just like watch the whole show in Spanish and just understand everything, because I haven't spoken in a very long time. But it was a big achievement for me, and I love the show so much. But yeah, now that you mention it, there's quite a bit, like the costumes, like the way they dress and everything. It does. I thought it seemed familiar, like with all the guns and everything. But yeah, see it through. Like, we don't understand what he's doing, so I think it's only fair to ask him this question.
Yes, I believe it will. Once the tyranny of light is ended, the people of the Crystarium will be safe, and the future that must be shall come to pass.
So what is he gonna do when everything's fine
I'll
again?
not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
Oh, isn't he a sweetheart? Yeah, like, him being just him, the Exarch, is starting to just get on my nerves a little bit. I really need to know who he is. Wait, what is that? So it's is the Heavensward book? No, this isn't right. Is this the... Wouldn't need to be later, after the liberation of Alamigo, perhaps. This is the Heavensward book. This is what Heavensward Daddy wrote, isn't it? But who is that who read the book? Just tell me you've finished. We have to go. They'll be upon us any moment. Very well, where to next then? Wait, who's that running away? I have a feeling this is actually really important. I'm paying attention. I'm doing my best. I think I've developed the talent and the intuition to recognize the important stuff, but we'll see. Let's just worry about getting out of the city and pray the airship is still in one piece. Is this it in Ishgard? Anywhere we go from here will just be more of the same. Yeah, I'm not actually looking for answers, as you know. I just ask a lot of questions when nothing makes sense. Gods, by the sound of the last one, I reckon the Knight's 12 might be the Knight's rubble now. This is definitely Ishgard. Is there nothing else we can do? Dude, look around you. This isn't war. It's a sickness, and it's spread to every corner of Eorzea. The city-states are in disarray, and by all accounts the Varys is faring no better. I'm wondering if this is happening right now, while we're away, or this is the past. There'll be nothing left of us when this is over. This world is beyond saving. I have a feeling this is happening right now. Or maybe not. Maybe this was Exarch. I never tire of that story, when the hero swoops in astride a white dragon to save the little girl. Yeah, I kind of know it. I know it's the past, but I'm wondering if it's like the recent past. If this is happening, like, if this happened while we were already like in the, like, on another world. Could die happy knowing someone like that was still around. Indeed, but not today. Not while our message remains undelivered. What the am I supposed to understand these things? Oh, not a broken TV again. Get me back there. Get me back there. Have faith, my friend. We will find her. Who are you looking for? Everything's so cryptic. Like, sometimes I'm just struggling to remember all these sentences that you guys say are important, and I'm just like, remember. Damn it. Just like, I love how my hair just like falls into the bed and just gets completely clipped. So that was our dream. What a peculiar dream. Was that the past? Okay, let's ask the same question that we just asked. Maybe we'll get some answers. Come on, girl. Think. Think. When I ask the questions to myself, I look like I'm chewing gum. What was that? That was Daddy Heavensworth's book. Huh. It wasn't him, though. It wasn't him. Who was it? Am I supposed to know already? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'm supposed to know any of this stuff. Alright. Alright, we have to find out more quickly. By the way his face lights up at your approach, the manager of Sweets has been waiting for you. We're gonna get to see the big guy finally. Okay, I'm not supposed to know. Good. Mistress Reese, I trust you had a pleasant rest. Yeah, that was very pleasant. I have a ghost. While you were escorted in your chamber, a message arrived removed from the Exarch. He bids you to come to the ocular at your earliest convenience. And, madam, wherever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you. Well, thank you. Now even the receptionist likes us. I think we're gonna have a problem with doing some of the next quests. I think the game is gonna stop us. Because I'm gonna have to do the role quest. I'm not sure if that's now. It could be after this quest. I don't know, but I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get cut off. Enjoy the misery. Oh, I am. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Resettle under the radar. Yeah, it's like these things are just impossible to know when you're like not looking for spoilers or anything like that. Oh, on a later quest? I thought, let me see. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, I think it's gonna lock me in right where we'll like, I don't know, finish today or something like that. Maybe not.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest?
No, sir. No rest for the haunted.
Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Lords, restoring night to much of Norvrand.
It's not gonna be easy, is it?
Only one remains, that of Calusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
It's weird how she's like getting herself a new identity, kind of the way Lise did with Ida and whatnot.
Just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrand once and for all.
I disagree with this. Not because like I have some sort of master prediction or anything like that, but there's the like, I think it all sounds too easy. I don't think it just goes like that. I don't think we just kill one more Light Warden and they just all leave.
For people to rebuild their world.
I don't think it's that easy. We're forgetting
a prize worth fighting for.
We're forgetting Volthree and his, you know, his Light Wardens and the power he has over them.
And in thus delivering the first from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th umbral calamity.
Hopefully. I still think that sounds too easy.
Your dreamed of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
See, do you know how I know that? It's because he's perfectly calm. He's not even doing anything to stop us because he knows we're just like kids playing with Legos pretty much at his level.
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world.
Exactly.
It is not.
Exactly. Him and I agree for the first time.
In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins.
And then you ask him like what it is that we need to do and he's like, I'm not gonna tell you.
It would be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm.
Wait, thank you. Means a lot coming from this guy.
Possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas,
he's like making fun of us. Yeah, exactly.
You think only of the problem in front of your nose.
I think that the fact that he's not stopping us should be a huge red flag for us, because we know that he has an agenda. And if we're like, with him, I think he's offering us the opportunity to play hot and cold, and we're refusing it. Because if he were to ever just like touch near the thing that he wants to happen, he would probably have to intervene. So long as he's not intervening, that means we're not even close. Or he thinks we're not even close. And there's a very small chance that he doesn't know something. And that's the problem. Like, he's having fun because we don't affect his plans at all. And we're just like, oh yeah, just screw this guy. We're just gonna do our own thing. And it's just
a limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If
I know
I
how
may
innocent
stop
he
you
is.
there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you.
Why? No, that's why I'm wondering if, first of all, it's just annoying because he knows something that we don't. I don't have any reason to hate him right now, apart from the fact that he is the founder of Garlean, who's, just caused like a lot of trouble basically to our city-states. But then us fighting for the city-states and for Eorzea, like, we're basically the servant of a primal, so that makes me think about whether or not we're even on the right side. And it's just like, we're offered one side, but like, he is not even offering us employment. We don't even know if we want to fight for him because it's never been offered to us. It's like, we don't know if he's the bad guy. For all we know, we're the bad guy. I mean, he admittedly opened that he's working for his god. Like, we're working for our god as well. Like, who's to say that our god is better?
Object if I borrow your plaything?
Plaything? Is he referring to us? Well, that freaking sucks. Oh. Okay, that's not us. Good.
In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life.
Does the projector say Oh.
The very laws of the
I thought he
star
was referring to us. For some reason.
Swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored.
So he's very open about being a primal servant.
Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
He caused 7 calamities and wiped 7 worlds from the map. Are we the bad guy? We'll find out in the next episode. And that's the thing. We just don't know. We just cannot know. We don't know anything anymore.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe.
Yes, and now that he's kind of gone.
This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence.
What is everything else, apart from his very being? Like his followers, or
For
what?
example, were she to strike you? two individuals, identical in appearance
Cool.
yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved.
I hope he didn't actually do it. I hope this is just a presentation. Is that what she did to Zodiac? There's two of them?
Do you see?
There's many of them?
This same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star.
Oh! 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 Oh, shit!
Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering. Me being one of them.
So he is the only reason why he like seems special is because he's actually normal and we are like just like pale copies of like he's full, exactly, that defines it. He's full and we're not. But even in the other worlds, there's not an alternate version of us because we would have met it. Like, we would have met us on this world, so we can't even find ourselves in these different worlds. That's the part that I'm not quite getting, but we're a copy of the copy. Maybe we did. I see what you guys are doing. Okay, I'll just keep questing.
When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair.
How was he able to escape the Sundering? And the 3 Asians? Like the Eldebus and him and the other guy? Like those 3 were the ones who escaped the Sundering?
The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection,
3 of them, yeah.
ignorant of their past.
So La Hebrea dying was actually just like a like a massive loss to the world, technically. The reason they are unsundered is I can't remember that part of the story. Did that already happen? Was that already explained? I don't think I was paying attention back then to that.
Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful. Disturbing. Depressing.
We're pitiful? You're pitiful.
So,
but I think that's what a copy would say.
Ourselves to rejoin the world.
Yeah, I wouldn't understand it anyway. So I don't consider it a spoiler because I have no clue what I remember.
And made a useless void of the 13th.
But he died, so he must not be that important. But like by rejoining the worlds, they're not really. You're gonna make a useless void of the 13th. I don't understand what they actually wanted to do with the 13th.
It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard.
I don't actually know
of energy
if
that
they
maintains
died.
elemental balance. And thus did we
They don't
arrive
really
at our
die.
time-honored modus operandi.
No, don't worry about it. Whenever I don't understand something, I just dismiss it. But yeah, I do not remember anything about that. Discovered a connection to a source and shard. A flow of energy that maintains elemental balance, and thus we arrive at our time. Okay.
From a purely Asian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical.
It is, but it hinders everyone in all of these worlds. Basically, he is to just erase all the copies. It's like... Do you know what? In a bizarre way, I kind of know how it feels. Do you know what my son sometimes likes to do? Well, this is the reason why I had to give him, like, this really old phone that we no longer use, so he can, like, I don't know, watch YouTube Kids, or, like, play these, like, I don't know, number writing apps, or whatever it is that he does. He creates, like, desktops upon desktops upon desktops of, like, the same applications that he kind of, you know, shuffles through. But in the end, like, he has like 20 or 30 copies of these desktops and like all the same apps like on these desktops. But in the end, he only uses the first one. He will shuffle through like all of them, but he will never click on any of the apps. He will always go back to the first desktop, the original one, without the copied apps, and he will only use those apps. It's actually quite weird. I tried to test it, and I went to like the 10th desktop, and I gave it to him. No, he just went back to the first one, and he just like started using only those apps, knowing that these are the original ones. I'm not really sure how that relates to this story, but from a way, it like, I think that little scenario just helps me understand this a little bit more. Regarding the 13th, they try to do a rejoining, but were too reckless in its attempts, so as well ruining the 13th for good. Creating the imbalance, right? And, so yeah, about the apps, he tries to delete these desktops, but he doesn't know how. And whenever I delete them, he just creates more and more of them. It's actually quite strange how in my brain that relates to this particular scenario. Oh, right. Because it's the actual void now.
But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
But he's only murdering the, well, technically, like, the copies. But, like, those copies can never, like... There's no such thing as rejoining. He can't just, like, merge a star into the source without it dying. Every single calamity will just destroy everything. So in the end, when there's source, and only source, without the stars, he will just have an empty space, because the star can't survive that, and the planet can't survive that. So there will be, well, the planet, the source, and the people on it. So in the end, my conclusion is that he's just, Emetsuck is just suffering from OCD. In a way that he just doesn't care, like, what happens to these, like, particular things. It means nothing to him. Like, these things being out of place affect him in no way, shape, or form, except for the fact that he knows that they're there. And by putting them all in one place, he will wreak havoc upon, like, millions of these copies, but he doesn't care because those are copies, and eventually he will just be alone in that, you know, star world that he created. The souls on the shards rejoin to its... The soul... Yeah, but, like, if the souls on the source were more complete, there wouldn't be a catastrophe with every single calamity, because calamity destroyed. Calamity didn't join anyone. Calamity didn't make anyone more full, or did it? Yeah, and the massacre happens, but, like, who's to decide whether someone's gonna die, like a soul, or their soul is gonna be more full? It's like a roulette, pretty much, with every single calamity. It's like if you survive, you get a little bit stronger, or what? And then you just, like, wait for the next calamity to just, like, bring another, you know, catastrophe to you. And then if you survive, like, eventually get stronger. So only, okay, he might not be alone, but only the fraction of, you know, people, humans on the source. So souls of the signs are tangible here. They have no bodies, but they can be touched. I don't know. I think I need more info before I discuss this.
You continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes.
How?
Moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo, I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you.
What a god. He's right?
Oh, don't look at me like that. You, for whom I have only the highest expectations.
It's like that moment when a clone discovers that they're a clone. They do right.
A vaunted hero of the
Weirdly.
Source, 7 times rejoined.
Hero of the Source 7 times rejoined. What does that mean? That we are less of a copy because we survived. Well, we didn't survive 7 calamities because they didn't happen in our time. Does it only matter, like, if something has happened in our time? Like, how does time revolve around all of this?
Long have
It's
I
very
awaited
hard
one
to
who
wrap
might
my
brave
head
a
around.
path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over.
I don't understand how we were rejoined 7 times, because at best, like, we saw, like, 1 calamity, which was, like, what, 5 years ago or whatever? Like, were we alive during that whole time? Like, since we were born, like, in game, since we were a baby, did we actually go through these 7 calamities? Alright, well, if we count in the reincarnation, then it makes sense. Okay. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know exactly. We don't know how many calamities we actually saw. Okay, basically it counts our soul as... I get it. So we survived 7 roulettes,
Finish your
in a
task
way.
and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
So all of us in this room are 7 times rejoined, or whatever?
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Oh, I'm so glad she's alive. Wait, she's fine, isn't she?
Freely, Captain.
She's cured?
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Eulmore. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
Yeah, no, I actually didn't count in Exarch at all. I just kind of dismissed him as if it wasn't his room. but yeah, Lena is from the first, so she's like an actual super copy. Never rejoined.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Eulmorans will be.
I have a question. The question didn't occur to me until I went to the States and realized that people don't drink, like, actual real lemonade there almost at all. Like, what kind of lemonade do you drink? Do you drink, like, some sort of, like, I don't know, version with, like, syrup or sugar or something like that? Or do you use real lemon when you make lemonade?
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last.
Hopefully.
Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in right. There we may assess the situation in Eulmore and decide how best to proceed.
Powder all day, every day. I have 2 toddlers. Yeah, I have 1, but we don't have powder for it. Never step a foot on USA. No, I just, it was just my reference. As in, like, I thought all the people of the world you would use lemon, like actual lemon for lemonade, and then I went to the States and I realized that it was like syrup or whatever, or powder, and it was a huge shock to me. Lemon juice, so like lemon juice that you like buy in a bottle, or Angry Cupcakes. See you later. Thank you for dropping by, not just dropping by. Thank you for helping me with the dungeon and for sticking around, and yeah, for everything really. Good night. No lemons. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, here I've never even seen, like, in my country I've never even seen like a powder lemonade or something. We just use like real lemons. Like I either put them, like peel them and put them in a blender and then just like mix them with water, or when I don't have enough time to do that, I basically just cut them in pieces. Let me show you. Like this. And just kind of put them in the water. And today I actually bought mint, like mint leaves, and they actually go very well with lemonade. So I put them in, and it tastes really good. We try both together. What do you mean both? Yeah, we don't have root beer here. I tried it in the States, I think, but yeah, we don't have it here. And I'm not a huge fan of like orange juice. I never had any love for it, but I do like lemon juice, like lemonade. Yeah, I actually today I bought like a package full of like mint leaves. I've been trying to find like the actual mint plant forever, because sometimes I buy like the spice plants. Not that I enjoy plants or anything, but I like the spiced ones because you can use them. I bought basil a few weeks ago, but we had to spend basil really quickly because my husband bought peppers, and then he took the seeds and he took the seeds and he sprinkled them all over my basil. So now the basil has started to grow and to compete with my. The peppers have started to grow and compete with my basil, so my basil is dying out, and I have no more basil. And now he's taken the little sprouts of peppers out and moved them to a different pot. So now my basil can still grow, but I'm mostly taking all of its leaves. So now I'm looking for another plant, and I was thinking about getting mint, but I can't find it. So I only got the leaves as they were selling it like in a packet. It was like, what was it, like, I don't know, 50 cents or something like that per like full package. It was crazy. And those leaves are gonna dry out so quickly, so I just kind of decided to spend them. There you are, Reed. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It's been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Eulmore. As we faced Lord Wothry, and I felt such fury as I've never felt before. Oh yeah, he had that huge outburst there. Yeah, I mean, you're actually really fortunate when it comes to the fruit, because you can get these things. Like, I'm not sure if you can get them like almost all year long, but here, like, we have these seasons when there's plenty of fruit, and then winter gets rough because the only thing that we get like imported are like bananas, oranges, what are they called? Like clementines, and I don't know, like, okay, well, apples are there pretty much the whole year. And that's pretty much it. Like in the fall, like right now, we have a lot of grapes, so that's great. But once that goes away, there's only, oh yeah, there's kiwi as well during the winter. And I wish I could have like watermelon every day. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage, there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles I found the answer. In Voltry's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he and he alone is the cure to world's ills, I saw a reflection. Oh shit, a reflection of myself, and I brought the memories of my, all my past fails flooding back. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm really missing about like the climate here, is that we don't get all kinds of fruit like throughout the year. People in the US drink too much cola, but that's just my opinion. Well, I was there, and what was weird to me is that like whenever you go anywhere, you basically get refills of drinks without ever asking for them. Like whenever you drink something, like you will just get another drink like straight away, and it will continue to happen until you like get up and leave. And I remember like the first time I landed to the States, I actually am not a fan of Coca-Cola at all. I have no love for it. And I just sat at a table, like in some conference room where we were like, I don't know, being explained some, some stuff about the organization that we went to visit. And this one guy was like, try it. You've probably never had real Coca-Cola before. He was like immensely proud of the taste of Coca-Cola, and he made me like have a glass of, the real Coca-Cola, because our people never got to experience it, like he said. And I was like, I have no love for your drinks, and he was incredibly offended. He was just a bit annoying. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. He wants to reason with Voltry? You sure? Whether he will accept it with good grace I did is another question. What is it, Reindeer? Says the Light Warden. I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. What if Voltry is our Light Warden? Somehow. This time we were on our way in any case, that has joined comrades in Gate Town. We, as a precaution, may I ask you to go first to ensure that the path is clear. The closer we are to Eulmore, the more I worry that Rune may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. I don't think so. Like, she actually does look different. Quite a bit different. Huh. She does not resemble herself at all. Golden Farmers Markets. Oh yeah, I went to those. I think in the States and also in Ireland. I think they're called somewhat similarly. Yeah, same clothes. Like, I can't believe she's still in that dress. Oh, what is he talking about? You killed a civilian, but he does not respond and continues his incoherent rambling. What is happening to people here? He is a boob face. He is a real boob face. I've been, well, I lived in Illinois, but I went to about 10 states, I think. Lord Voltry, here we obey. Oh my god, he's mind controlling the people now too? Yeah, he's our Light Warden for sure. I don't know how I'm going to justify my crazy ass assumptions, but that's exactly who he is. No, probably not. But there is something about him. He was imbued with some kind of power that we still cannot really understand. But he's not just a big ass baby. He is something. He is something else. Oh, I can't fly here. I'm wasting your time. Look at me, wasting your time by walking. We haven't even been back to Eulmore. It's fine. Before accused. Something's happened here. Long live Lord Voltry. He's So he's decided to spread his corruption from not just the sin eaters, but to people as well. He's tired of these rebellious citizens trying to get into his city on his terms. Or on their terms. And just... yeah, I didn't go exploring at all. One fruit that appears eyes. Wait, what do you mean? I'm not sure I understand. Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you noticed the people behaving strangely along the path. It's more of the same here. Yashtola and Alice are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. Oh, it's the stressful music again. What's Yabutikaba? Orianji is trying to make sense of the strange phenomenon afflicting the residents of Gate Town. It's like the little tapping music. It always just reminds me of like wings, little wings flapping. Go around. That's how an energy drink is called here. The one that is produced here. Is that strange? Does that have anything to do with it?
By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vorthri's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects.
I don't understand why he would even do that. Well, he is creating an army,
simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
So does the fruit? It is the actual fruit with like some properties that like keep people awake. No, I haven't seen the fruit, but we have an energy drink that is produced here in Serbia. And it's called guarana. Like people call it that way, and it doesn't have fruit drawn on it or anything like that. It's just the name of a brand for some reason.
Curiouser and curiouser.
I don't understand what the criteria is. Like who gets like more affected or less affected. Huh. Like, what's happening here?
But given the state of the townsfolk,
yes, a green
we're
can.
never in any danger of being recognized.
But there are some white cans now as well, because there's like a mojito version or whatever. Like there are. Yeah, I've never actually seen the fruit, and to be honest, I didn't even know it was a fruit.
What can you tell us from here?
She must be seeing something. And whatever happened to that girl, who we said...
I sense a powerful eater. In the uppermost reaches of the city.
Yeah, that's our big guy, for sure. There has to be. Or maybe it's the girl that's petting the lion. There's also that. There are 3 small red circles on the can. I actually have no idea. Because I don't drink it, so I don't remember. Uppermost reaches of this. Well, that has to be one of them. And whatever happened to that girl who couldn't sing, but then we tried to help her, and then she was made into like a citizen or something? Like, are we gonna see her again?
Its light is impure.
What does that mean?
We need to get closer.
We have like dark light creatures? Huh, it's getting more interesting by the second.
So that one's Alfino. Or unless you're triplets.
Oh man, it's him.
Kaishia, what are you doing here?
I'm actually glad that he's,
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alfino. I thought it best to bring him along.
Hilarious.
See, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Eulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave. Not without paying you back.
Yeah, it's like he mixed him up, and it was probably followed by Alice just like poking him in the butt with her red mage stick, being like, "Let's go." Now you're gonna see the real Alfino.
So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things. And whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
Oh yeah, we get pineapple from you guys here. I like pineapple, but it makes it makes my mouth hurt. I don't know if hurt is the right way. Imagine the earful. It was probably bad. Also, Elijah, welcome back. How do I say, like, pineapple, like, when I eat a lot of it, it makes my tongue hurt, and then, like, when I eat other food after it, it also hurts. I don't know how else to describe it. Does anyone else have the same issue with pineapple? Is that just the normal? You're the digest you back. Exactly.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
And I remember, like, I actually really liked pineapple when I was pregnant, and then they told me that I couldn't eat it because apparently it would, like, cause me to, I don't know, give birth early or something. So I just couldn't have it. Oh, it does it to everyone. Okay, good to know.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right,
How is
so
he not affected?
Airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, 4-3 starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
I love how he's talking like he jumped straight out of Only Fools and Horses. But you do not experience
like the airship
pineapple
the soldiers sent
that
to
way?
thwart our efforts in our meringue.
How?
So
Like, nothing
eventually the yelling
hurts when
dies
you eat
down, and then
pineapple?
this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through.
Oh, so basically he sprayed
Now
them
that's
with
when
something.
everyone went funny. No, everyone
Huh.
but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorfrey after a while.
So
Not
how
as bad as the
was
rest,
he-
mind you.
I wonder how he survived. Ooh, okay, I have a massive guess. What if they like didn't he say that they always like that he would always go hungry, like whenever they would bring these like butt cakes, that he never had any? Like what if they gave like these butt cakes to everyone, and basically it turned it into some sort of catalyst for that kind of thing? Huh. That's my guess. That's my guess. Maybe hunger is a good thing. We'll see if I'm right.
Newcomers.
Well, maybe you have different pineapple. Who knows? He did say
There's
he would
something
always
I'm
go
agreeing to
hungry.
see.
I'm sure that's it. Butt cake!
This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Butt cake! I knew it.
Oh, that's just meal. Eulmore doles his stuff out.
No,
I knew it.
It couldn't be.
Ha! Me smarts. Maybe, I mean...
I know
What's
what it
Trinidad
is.
Scorpions? Butt cake. What's
It's
it called?
Sin-Eater.
Mule.
Meal is made out of Sin-Eater.
Oh, shit. Oh. Butt cake is what I call mule. Sorry for the confusion. Chili powder on fruit? What?
So it is.
Is that a thing? I thought my grandma was weird. She used to eat bread with fruit. But I never heard... Oh wow. I did not know that.
In limited quantities, it may
I
have
should
little
try
effect
that.
on an average individual.
But like he
If
had
one
to
were
like
consume
have...
it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
It probably does something to your
That
brain.
Vorfrey wieldeth power over Sin-Eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence?
Probably, yeah. What's habanero
It would
paste?
serve to explain why the
don't
town's
know.
newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meat.
It does look like a butt. It's the actual butt cake.
He's been rounding up sin eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back.
But how has he managed to kill sin eaters without them retaliating? How does he control them?
There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These sin eaters.
Shit.
What if they are not?
Oh, habanero is a pepper. Oh, okay. Yeah, my husband would know. He's a huge fan of like hot peppers and whatnot, and he often he often just like whenever he sees like any kind of pepper that he can get his hands on, he tries it, or at least thinks about trying. There are some peppers apparently that like when you try them, like that you can get here, but they're probably not from here. That you'd have to have like 2 people holding you pretty much. So I know a little bit about peppers, but
none leave.
Oh, you work there? Wait, habanero is a brand? Sorry for not knowing anything. May enter, but none may leave. So that's what I meant. This is exactly how we feel. Yeah, I probably misunderstood.
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vorthra's deeds
I still don't understand how sin eaters are not retaliating to this. Oh, it's a grocery store in Texas, I see.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it.
He doesn't even know the guy, does he?
Faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
The charge? We get to invade the city? No, I don't think I missed it. Okay, I'm gonna read the events again, but I'm not sure if I missed it. Like, how do my main question is, like, how do the sin eaters not retaliate? Many enter, but none leave. I don't understand it. Servolaris, hello and welcome! I don't understand what he means. I have no figure. Yeah, that thing. Like, how do they, Okay, apparently we get to storm the city now. Is this gonna be another duty that we failed today? As we failed everything. We step through the gates, we shall find not the place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. If you're prepared for this, then let us sally forth. They were. I think I'm yet to understand the connection that he has with the Sin Eaters, as in like why they're docile, what he has over them, what his leverage is, how he keeps them tame. That's the thing.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain.
He's disgusting.
Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise!
Like, this is what you have to endure every day, just listening to him echo through your city, complaining about something. Have patience and the truth shall set you free. Yep, that's what we'll do. So Walter's feeding people mule. The mule is Sin Eater, and over time mule changes people. Many enter Eulmore, none leave. Well, I actually understood that. Oh yeah, mule is actually. I thought that was like only food for people outside, but they did say at the beginning that mule is enjoyed by everyone, and that sometimes they take out like extra to give to others as well. I get it. Okay, now it makes sense.
Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away!
He's such a brat. Shit.
Long live Lord Vorth. 3.
Yeah, I just need to. Okay, so now there's Zombieland. Great. No, I just need to.
His own people
I
as
just need
shields.
to. I just need to learn Tank. It's gonna
This
take a
area is
while,
older
but
than
I'm not
Gaytown.
too worried.
There are bound to be far more civilians under Volthra's control.
I understand this is
But they
not
do not
how
act
they
of their own
meant.
free will, and we must not harm them.
How they meant for you to play the game. They didn't mean for MSQ to be played over the course of 3 months, but it's
As
like
if we ever
8-year
would.
content. It's fine not to know things.
Press on with Alphino. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
So we just kind of need to avoid them and hopefully remove the whatever this is, poisoning spell or charm, whatever it is. Climb to the next level. So I just need to do no more than is necessary.
Try and stop me!
Keep it up!
Do I need to? Oh, okay. So basically, I just need to hit him a little bit. Okay, you don't get to actually fight them. That's good. I'm tired of failing these. You can't actually kill anyone, I don't think. I think you can just like hurt them a little bit. That's fine. I'm not in the mood for try-harding today anyways.
May the 12 guide you.
Okay, there's people here. Yeah, it's just I don't know how they're gonna solve like the MSQ problem. I think I've heard from well, not from, but like overall, I think I saw somewhere that they said that someone said that MSQ might not be a requirement like anymore for like the end game, like after Endwalker, because like the story arc finishes or something like that. So maybe the people who start like before Endwalker and like during Endwalker are pretty much the last people who will ever like have to pretty much consume the month's worth of MSQ to get to the end game. And I'm actually pretty happy to be a part of it, if that's true. I don't know if it's bullshit. I just saw it somewhere that they might do it because of like, I don't know, just a bunch of MSQ to go through. I have no idea if it's the real source or not. I can't even remember where I saw it, so I can't honestly say that I know anything. I don't know anything. But if that was to be true, I still would have preferred this, because I still want to know the story behind all these things. It's just that it makes you really, I don't know how to say this without, I don't know, without offending myself or anyone. It just makes you really kind of feel like you're behind.
Pay me back later.
For months. It makes you feel like you know nothing for months because you're either trying to get through the story or, you know, it's just a lot of story. And I love the story, but I'm just tired of feeling like that. Does that make any sense?
Show's over!
Oh, I like those two. Oh, I didn't actually want to hurt them.
I'll break your funny bone.
I don't know if the stats push will, no, not that MSQ, not that MSQ, I think it was about the MSQ up until Endwalker not being, like, a requirement or something. I don't know how that would work, if that was true. Again, I have no idea if it's true or not. Like, maybe there would be, like, some sort of recap or something. But the rest of the MSQ, like post Endwalker, would be required because it would be like a different story that people could, I don't know, relate to or whatever. It sounds like it's probably not true. It's probably just some sort of rumor that I read. But
show's over. I'll break your funny bone.
People don't know anything. That is just a rumor and like some sort of prediction, but it hasn't been asked, not to my knowledge, on media tour, and no one really knows anything about that, not to my knowledge, not from the interviews that I've listened to. It wasn't like on anyone's interview or anything like that that I've heard. So, he said it would be easier to level during your job with the MSQ experience.
Right.
How?
Mrs.
If
Nice
you go,
Jester.
how is that true? If like you go to your, like if you finish your MSQ with your main job, I don't understand what it has to do with alt jobs. But everything, like maybe this is the way you guys felt with like the Realm Reborn squish, but like in my opinion, well, this is just very biased, but everything that happened up until now, everything seems really important. Like there were some quests that were dragged, but not a lot of them. Like what would they even cut from the MSQ? I mean, I can't imagine anything else being added to the Realm Reborn, on the other hand, but I'm just completely biased when it comes to this, I think. Is this where we need to be? Oh, I think so. Yeah, that was the question, but I don't know if it was in the media tour, Servo. This, the question sounds similar to what I was talking about, but this, what I read...
my master in his chamber.
What I read was way before media tour, so it was just people gossiping about it. They gave New Game Plus for helping to level alts. Wait, is that gonna be possible? That's not gonna be possible, is it? He actually does have a pretty badass weapon.
But only should you kill me this day. And you will not.
Wait, you get MSQ experience for New Game Plus? For your alt jobs? Yeah, I do wonder why he goes so far, because he doesn't seem mind-controlled.
You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthre's ideals of my own volition.
I never tried it, I just assumed that you couldn't, because I thought that the MSQ experience is a one-time thing.
He's an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future
This guy
conflict.
sounds like he should rule, but if he was like less insane and less, I don't know, accepting of crazy ideals.
Thus have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience.
I thought the point of like New Game Plus was for the people who, I don't know, boosted the story to be able to go through the quests to like learn about it, or maybe for people who skip the dialogues to be able to go back and like remind themselves of the quests or something, or to just do it for fun. I never assumed that it was for leveling.
But enough talk.
Eulmore is actually
I am a
gorgeous.
soldier, and you are my enemy.
I just hope we're not gonna get to fight him again, because I'm really tired
Let
of
us
that.
settle this once and for all.
Oh man, here we go again. Here we go again. to me it made sense that if you boost, that there's still an option for you. Oh, holy shit. Okay, let's do this. For me it made sense that if you boosted, that you still have some source in-game to like start over if you ever want to hear the full story, and just kind of enjoy that way. Are we gonna suffer from the same stuff? We are. But now it's us. Now it's us. Yeah, we still have to be in one place. I don't think we killed this guy. This guy just seems like, it's not like the way Xenos was. We fought him like 50 times, and then he ended up being a trial boss. Like, I'm assuming he's one of those. There's no way he's just gonna, you know, die at some point or now or whatever. It would never even cross my mind. Imagine if the Endgame Plus would give experience and I'd just be oblivious of it. I just started with the V-Stripes quest because I just started my Red Mage, and I pretty much do that and roulette. But I assumed that like if you finish your V-Stripe quest, that's not an option anymore. So there's that. I think the worst time to do combos, the worst of times. Do I get Tancred's spells now? I don't. Oh shit. No, shit. No Tancred's magic. Feels bad, man. Feels dreadful. Should be using a little bit of my cooldowns. Oh, even with the max rep, you can still pick up the V-Stripe quest? I did not know that. I did not know that. Well, thank you for sharing bits of your wisdom with me. Because these things I would probably just like ignore in full after I was done. Like I don't think it even works that way in other games. Like, it would never even cross my mind to do it. But the experience from the Beast Tribes is just stupid, isn't it? It's just stupid good. It cannot be that we're more OP than Tancred. Like, after everything we failed today, like there's just no way. There's just no way. The game is glorifying us. Shit. Again, me with the worst timings for combos. Like, I think I'm aiming for him to do his combo for me to do mine. Sucks. The Tancred is an average of... Never called Tancred an average Joe again. Oh man, we almost lost the man today. Like, there's no more underappreciating him. It is daily. The Beast Trapness? Wait, what's the best part for the story? Kicking this guy's ass? Is that what you mean, or... I'm just trying not to get super smashed in the face. Oh, this is unlocked for some reason. Oh shit. Okay. Well, we need to fix ourselves. Yeah, today is just not my combat day. Like, I have these days when I just want to do story, and today is one of them, so I've been refusing to get good, no matter the cost. No matter the cost. Wait, when was that thing showing weekly limits? You mean like the timer? Is that a... Okay, do I need to actually kill these? What error do I need to do? Like, these seem to be able to die. Well, we're just gonna kill them because they can die. This guy pissed me off so much today. Like, that was so dumb. It's like, that duty was not made for an average player. That duty was something else. What? Wait, what happened? What the fuck happened? I was literally clicking and nothing was happening. Like, the game just ignored me. I didn't stop attacking, I was like clicking my buttons and the game just didn't respond. I was there the whole time, you saw it. You saw me clicking. I didn't stop attacking, I swear. Like, the whole time I was clicking. This is where you get back? I'm tired of today's shitty day. I'm just tired of this. I didn't do anything, not to my knowledge. I'm just tired of not being up for this today. And I'm just tired of being punished for it. Like, whatever happened... Man, look... I just can't. Like, today is just the worst day for this. Oh man.
May the 12 guide you.
Well, this is just stupid. Look at where we end up. Like, this is what I hate about these duties. Like, I have no idea what happened. Like, maybe, did I alt tab or something? I was in the game. And what feels weird about it was that I was there and like clicking and looking at the enraged timer going off, and I was like seeing what you guys were saying. And I was like, I am here and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Why is nothing happening? To my knowledge, something could have happened. I could have been, I don't know, I could have misclicked or whatever. But what I'm really tired of is like the game going, like putting you back at the beginning of the duty when something like that happens. Like, I know today I've been a hot mess when it comes to anything. When like whatever happens, you just end up just being shat on by the game, and you just get returned to the very beginning of the duty. Why? Why was I not just there next to that dumbass? Why do I have to experience this all over again? Like, this is the part that I feel is extremely punishing.
Pay me back later.
But that's fine. The fact that we even reached the enraged timer is bad enough. See, I just heard... I think I'm pressing something. I don't know what I have keybound. But I just heard like the disappearance of the sound. And I think that's me. I think I did something. Funny bone. I think I did something, but I don't know what it was. I have no clue what it was. I don't know how I did it, and I'm probably gonna do it again if I don't find out. There's something on my keyboard that makes me alt-tab, even though I don't alt-tab. But I know because the sound disappears, and the sound disappears down as well. No, no, thank you.
A gift for you.
So I just have to be very careful, and I need to figure out what it is that makes me alt-tab, like ASAP. Oh, right. I thought it was because we were bad. Well, funnily enough, today I talked about not wasting my viewers' time by getting flying.
Nice,
It's like, I'm like the person, do you know like when old people sometimes, well, old people aren't here at least, when they're trying to find something that is like, I don't know, $1 cheaper or something like that, yet they end up spending more time and resources going around the place trying to find, basically trying to find that thing that costs less. Essentially spending more time and more money on that kind of thing. And that's me. That is me today. It's like I talk about... Okay, now I just forgot that there's a whole hallway of this shit to be just pushed through, and now I'm mad again. I don't know, maybe I was just a little bit distracted, but I wasn't aware that I need to be, what? A raider to pass the duties? Like today, all of my duties were a disaster. Can't believe you guys are still here. It's like, I would have gone to sleep ages ago. Oh man. Okay, let's skip this shit. Today, I'm the worst. But that's okay, because I know that tomorrow can possibly be worse than this. So it's okay. And we're gonna beat this dumbass, and I will not press any funny buttons. Not to my knowledge, at least. It's okay, we're practicing today? Actually, there's a way to turn this around. Today, we are practicing kicking Rajid's butt. That's today's mission. That is what we're doing today. Today, we're learning how to beat... Today, we're learning how to beat the Reapers. We might need it in Endwalker. Maybe I'll start doing PvP. Maybe there's gonna be a bunch of Reapers around who need some ass whooping. And then I'll remember this moment, and I'll be like, let's forget about the fact for a second that I'm no PvP player at all whatsoever. Let's just ignore that for a second and entertain the thought of this actually making sense at some point down the line in the future. That would be fun, wouldn't it? For this to actually make sense, because right now it doesn't. Right now it just looks like a stupid idea to wipe here on the last percentage. What in the world was that? Oh, this is me trying to pull off the combo again. As soon as he's trying to pull off his. Great stuff. Definitely some worthwhile content. What's disgusting about this is even though I bitch and moan about Ranjit today a lot, it's been fun in some really perverted way. I've been having fun today. Well, I almost died again, and if I was to die, I don't know, would I quit the game? Maybe. I did say I would quit the game if I lose to Ranjit one more time, but that was for a different duty. That was for the last duty. I didn't count in the next encounter that I'd have against him. But after this is all over, I'm gonna have a serious beef with this guy. He is by far my least favorite mechanic. I'm calling him a mechanic because he is one. Oh, come on! Stop it. There was progression in PvP, yes, and there was gear to be gotten, but the problem with PvP, with WoW PvP wasn't like the lack of gear or profession. It was the pay to win, because people would just buy PvP progression for real money. And that's what really sucked about it. It's like you can't, without paying for it, you couldn't get like any sort of meaningful progression, because people would normally just get boosted, and you can't really, like, as a PvP noob who's trying to, you know, just achieve something for the first time, you can't really do anything when like low ranks are full of boosters, and that's why it's really hard to learn WoW PvP. I never managed to do it. You either have to have someone who's really good to go with you, like as a friend or something like that, to just like push you through the ranks, or you need to pay for it. And PvP, like, paying for the boost is really expensive, as in it costs a lot of gold. And the only way people manage it is by buying the WoW token, which is bought with real money. And that's why pretty much the idea of WoW PvP has fallen apart. Because it's fucking pay to win. And there's no way around it. So you can't really learn, you can't really enjoy the game or anything. Like, it's just the mode doesn't really exist at all. Okay, we will not make the same mistake again. There is no way I'm letting it happen. Is this the enrage? Fucking dumbass. Sorry for being so mean and rude today. Today is a bad day for me to fail at everything, and I get extra mad. And he's being just an ordinary shithead who won't die. Okay, now I'll look at the chat. Sorry, guys. Oh, man. Yeah, it was an accidental alt-tab, I guess. The great thing about today is you only have to do it once. Exactly, that's how I feel about today. That's exactly it. I got it. Thank you for cheering on me like it was a savage raid. Oh man. Today is just the worst. Like my fingers just don't work and my brain doesn't work. It's okay. It's all good. The citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Vol 3 is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can. Jesus. Like today is just like... Today is taking forever. Look at him. Is he eating? Whatever is he doing? Is he eating a Sin Eater? Is this what we've been waiting to see? What the f...
Lord Vorthri! Your reign of tyranny is at an end! For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused. And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance.
It makes me want to throw up. Oh.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong.
Of course it's wrong.
The Warden, it's not just a Sin Eater. It's a man.
Oh. 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 Shit.
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this?
Did he just like turn his head like 180 degrees and speak to us?
There is no justice but mine. No future but
mine.
Oh,
man.
No will but mine.
Oh.
It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No.
Oh. At least he's not actually eating them.
Inconceivable.
Oh,
absurd.
He's like a big ass
I am
owl.
a great and wise king, greatest and wisest.
Shit.
I reign from on high.
Like, I'm not, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not, like, this person who's, like, disgusted by, I don't know, people who are, like, you know, big-ass people or whatever. Like, I don't care. Is this man that I
will not be brought low by maggots like you!
It's like the sound that his skin makes when it touches other pieces of his skin is atrocious. And Aphino, the worst part about it is that Aphino sees himself in him.
Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
Do you remember, like, at the beginning of the stream when I said I won't sleep again tonight? And why is there a feather? Is that, like... is this where it happens? Like, is this where they turn them into bread? Like, how does this happen? Or does he just like devour them like live little chickens? Like, how does it even work? And he has like tiny little wings that can't even carry him. Well, he did eat them, but when we found him, he was eating cake. The butt cake. What the fuck?
Where did he go?
And like, out of all the food that they have, you'd Cupid. Like, out of all the food that's lying around there, he chooses to like eat like light and dust. I noticed more than I wanted. Oh man. Oh shit.
What in the heavens?
What is that? Is that like his real house?
Did Vorthri do that?
What is that? A literal face on his... He's... Like, I think how is a good question. You just show how people with privilege view other people.
Wait.
Underneath them. Yeah. And that's exactly what their relationship actually was.
That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Colusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now.
How is it on the other side?
Even if it weren't,
like,
there are people here who need our help.
Okay, so basically that's what that's what we're gonna be doing for like the rest of our time in Eulmore.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
Huh. Well, I guess that's what we'll do. I'll help too, don't need my permission, be quick about it. What happens if we say be quick about it? Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it themselves? Yeah, he probably has his stupid ass nest there, and he's just...
I don't know if it will work, but if Vorthri's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Well, it's not like we have any better ideas.
We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
Oh, like how many times am I just gonna get pulled out of my skin today and like pushed back in? Like that's exactly how I feel right now. For like the third or the fourth time. Yeah, I noticed it only because you told me. And I was like, I cannot believe that this actually exists. It's just literally brought sickness to my stomach. Good news me, it would seem that Rin is indeed able to reverse the effect of Vorthri's influence. Even as we speak, she tends to afflict it in turn. The problem being there's no end to them. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting and would appreciate your help if you're willing. Well, I guess we're gonna have to do it. I guess we're gonna have to. You can now attune with the Aetheryte in Eulmore. Deckard has a task for you. So here's some dream powder, okay? We're administering it through the enthralled to keep them calm until they can receive proper attention. I'd appreciate it if you could assist with this task. Now, those affected are scattered all over the city. I suggest starting your search as a Delarics and working your way up. When you're done, be sure to let Rune know. Oh, okay. Well, we have our work cut out for us, and this is something that we're gonna continue tomorrow. I would love to continue today, as there's probably a lot of stuff to do. But if I want to stream tomorrow, and I do, and hopefully tomorrow is just gonna be overall a better row. I'm gonna have to end the stream here today. So before I go, I just kind of wanted to again kind of thank you guys for for being here and for enjoying the journey and for being just the best community. I mean, I wasn't this lucky back when I don't know, streamed WoW, and before that when I streamed Hearthstone, and before that when I didn't stream. There was a pattern of my Blizzard games, but overall kind of a similar community. I always used to say the Hearthstone community in some ways is just a bit more hard to handle than WoW in some ways when it comes to I don't know, backseating or whatever. And I've never been this lucky, and it just feels good to just have a group of people around who enjoy the story, who enjoy the experience, who are actually passionate about this, who want to have a good time, and who help others have a good time, and just kind of be helpful and just be good. And that's what you guys are, and I appreciate that. So yeah, you're really making my days here. I had a long, hard day today, and I thought, I never think, oh, I'm not gonna stream today, because I know that no matter what happens to me during the day, I will show up to stream, unless I physically can't. So, it's just nice that, I don't know, that you're so supportive. And just, go towards each other first, and then towards the community and me, and just, I don't know, I just feel really grateful. I just kind of wanted to share that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say for today. I am, as you've gathered, I am in no condition to perform any tasks anymore today whatsoever. Thank you for helping me have fun. This wouldn't be half as fun if I was alone. I'd probably just, be over with Shadowbringers already, and I don't know what I'd be doing. The question is whether I would even be playing the game. I would, because I like the game, but I think I'd be a lot more lonely and a lot more afraid of looking for people to talk to, because it's easy to talk to you because you're there. And if you're in my chat or whatever, you're already kind of showing the effort and the commitment and giving your time to be here. That for me is kind of the way you're reaching out, and then I reach back and talk to you, and that's how I enjoy spending time with the community. But when I'm alone, when I'm actually in game or whatever, I have this thing where I'm just, I don't know, do you call it afraid of people or whatever? It's just this weird feeling of just kind of being stressed out about, I don't know, group content or whatever. And you guys really help a lot with that, because I don't feel anxiety when I stream. And that's a good thing. And another thing that's been kind of stressing me out a little bit, it's gonna sound ungrateful for sure, but whenever someone from the FF community just does something nice, like helps me get a mount that they already have, or helps me with, gear like Cupcake did, or helps me with anything really. I just have a hard time kind of accepting that and just kind of, showing that I'm grateful for it, because I know that people actually do it because they're nice. It's just that I'm not used to it, and then it just kind of feels like, what do I even need to do, and how do I even get to the point? How do I even get to the point where they know that their time is valued and that I appreciate them and that I'm grateful? And like, you say thank you, but like sometimes I just don't feel like it's enough, because people actually do like super meaningful and nice things, and I just don't know how to accept help. Like when I'm, alone and not streaming. But like when I'm here, like you guys help me all the time. Like you cheer me on, and you help me with, the content, and you bring out all these new, topics and information and everything. And you teach me about the game, and you help me be less of a dreadful tank. And it's just really nice. And I don't know, like with you, I think I'm learning how to even accept help from time to time. So that's probably good for me, because I don't know how to do that. Anyway, sorry for keeping you longer than what I thought I would. There's probably people who want to go to bed as well and whatnot. I will keep you no further. I'm gonna go to bed, and tomorrow I'll be around the same time, so 9 p.m. Central European Time. And we're gonna continue the story. This is where I'll stop. I just want to see what quest I'm on. Paradise Fallen. Oh, we're actually on the last quest of this part, and then I think I'm gonna have to do the role quests as well. Tomorrow, if I try hard, we might even get to do the trial. Well, we'll see. That's my hope, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, the thing with me is that I'm not an official I don't officially like have autism or anything like that. I never specifically got, like, let's say, tested or whatever it is, like the way that you get like categorized as such. I did have my like fair share of issues, and even if I was never told. But like one of the reasons, sorry for keeping you even longer, but now you start a new topic, so like one of the reasons why I chose to do this and not, like, I don't know, take my diploma and go work as an engineer somewhere, is that like trying to go to school to be an engineer and like finishing that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Because like engineering or working in any kind of environment where people give you a task and you're supposed to perform it like the way they imagined it, like that's the hardest thing for me ever. I have a problem with understanding like what people are asking me to do. And I actually was talking to my husband about it the other day as well, because sometimes like he tells me something, like, I don't know, bring me this, or we should do this or we should do that, and I take it so literally that I do that, and then like I don't know, like I come back to him and he's like, are you kidding me? And I was like, this is what you said. And then he was like, okay, this is what I said, but like there's always that but. Like there's always like these things that people don't say, but they kind of, they assume that it's they're there, or that they're taking for granted or whatever. Or that you're gonna remember them, or that you're gonna know they're needed or something, and I never know these things. And it's a big problem for me because I don't know how to communicate through that. And like whenever I used to, I don't know, work, like I did like my fair share of, just like, high-end jobs and low-end jobs Like, I would never be able to understand these things. I almost got fired working at a bakery at some point. It was probably the worst 2 weeks of my life. I quit after 2 weeks. I couldn't handle it anymore. It was a hard job, but it wasn't just that. It was just these tasks that I was tasked with, where I was supposed to like know like what I was supposed to do. Like at one point, the boss said, like, he was leaving the bakery and he said, at the end of the shift you need to take the food like out of the freezer and clean the freezer, because the freezer was starting to kind of, you know, catch ice or whatever. Do you know what I did? I took the food out of the freezer and I cleaned the freezer. And that was it. I went home. I was actually on the bus and I was sitting there and I was like, I took the food out of the freezer, I cleaned the freezer, and I left all the food out of the freezer, and I never turned the freezer back on. And I completely consciously did that. Like, I wasn't tired. I was not exhausted. I didn't have my head in the clouds or anything. It was past midnight. My boss would be at work in like 4 or 5 hours because she was working the morning shift. I had no more buses. I got out of the bus. I started walking. I walked, like it was 1 a.m. I walked all the way back. It was a long way back. Like, it took me like half an hour to walk. I didn't have any money for a taxi or anything. I unlocked, got in, turned the lights on, put all the food back into the freezer, turned it on. The food, it was barely decent, like the pastries and whatnot for tomorrow. I turned the freezer back on, and I almost, like, in all the confusion, I almost forgot to lock the door. Luckily I did. And I just went home, just hoping against all hope that I didn't like do something to basically mess it up. And the problem, I knew what the problem was. The problem was when I was there, like, I wasn't specifically told to put the food back into the freezer and turn on the freezer. It's not about, like, I don't have like such like some sort of like high opinion of myself or anything like that, but I don't think I'm dumb either. It's just that I hear things, but I don't go past that when I'm told something, and I know that. And if I was to be employed as an engineer, could you imagine the responsibility that I'd have over the products, over other people, over anything? Would you want me as a boss? Like, would you want me as your, you know, fellow engineers? Yeah, exactly. I don't notice these things. I don't, like, when I'm in a car, when someone else is driving, I don't know where I am. I don't have the capacity to remember the roads around me. I never know, like, I don't know the streets in my own city because I just don't look. If I'm not driving, I don't look, and I don't drive. Oh, that's a whole nother story about why I don't drive, but it's all probably very connected. So that's just like where it begins, and I don't even know where it ends. I decided to not push it and not like try to figure out where it ends because someone might get in danger. So it is details. So I think my husband's like now the only one who knows how to talk to me about it. He knows that, like, when he says something, that unless he says everything I need to hear, that sometimes I will just not pick up on these subtle things. And I don't know what that is. I'm not an expert. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not anything that I don't know. I don't know how to help myself. But I've never been able to either. And becoming an engineer was dreadfully difficult because it's all about these things. that you need to keep in mind when you do stuff. And it was just implied tasks for me just don't exist. And if you work somewhere, at some point someone's going to take you for granted in a way that they're gonna think like, okay, she did this last time, she's gonna do the same thing this time, even if I share half of the information. Like, people rely on you to learn the patterns, and I don't learn the patterns ever. Like, if I get half of the information, like, that's pretty much what they're gonna get back. And I think that's why a lot of people think I'm rude, because they think I'm trolling them. like when they get something, like, for example, my husband, sometimes he'll be like, I don't know, like, it's a stupid example, like, this didn't actually happen, but something like similar things happen. Like, I don't know, we're supposed to have food, and he's I don't know, he asks me if I could bring him like a glass, as in like a glass like for water or whatever, and he just says, could you bring me a glass? And then I go and bring him an empty glass, and he's just I don't know, he implied or something that like he wanted water or something like that, and I never do that, and I come out as very rude. And yeah, I don't perceive, and I've never been good at these, like, you know, like riddles and like what people think and what I like. I always have to ask, and like every time there's like a social situation, I always need to discuss it further like later on, to make sure I caught up on it. Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not a doctor either. So as I said, I could never like identify what it was. And it's been getting worse over the years as I've stopped kind of, pushing through it, I think. Because I used to be able to I used to be able to just like push myself into like trying to think what other people think. And like since the whole COVID situation happened, like I started getting like more distance from, people and like university and stuff, because I finished. And I stopped getting myself into those like situations where people would ask for something, but they would expect like more than that. So yeah. That's I don't think that that's like talking down on anyone, because I think that, like, for one, I'd be like, my kind of personality would be grateful if things are like talked about step by step. And I mean, that's kind of how I think my YouTube channel started, in a way, like with WoW, I guess, because I used to like, I started making these really like simple guides, because I found myself not being able to kind of, follow through some 47-minute analysis of a class or of a dungeon or whatever, that, people usually just either skim through or something. Like, I don't know how to skim through things. And I noticed that there was a type of content that was lacking, like type of content that would just like give you the bare answers for what you need and nothing more than that. And I don't like, just listening to stuff that isn't important if I'm just trying to focus real hard to remember everything that's important. And that's kind of how I started creating, the videos and stuff. And I noticed that there are actually a lot of people who feel that way as well. Yeah, exactly. They need detailed explanation, but it's not just about going into detail, it's going into necessary detail and not more than that. Because some people like to over-explain things and just seem like they're a lot smarter than the other people. And then they will go into, depths that, get more people lost. Like a lot more people lost than what they meant to. Yeah, I don't care too much about it, and I think this is one of the reasons why I don't know. I haven't like when it comes to my job or whatever, like I haven't started actually like learning the job before level 80, because I feel like I have a hard time adapting to like these like changes that happen like with every level or whatever, and I just kind of quietly have dealt with the fact that I will know nothing until I hit like max level, which turned out to be a bad idea. But like I've just been struggling to find someone who will kind of explain things in a very simple way, like just about enough so I can start from there. I have a problem with like jumping into guides or whatever that are already like up there talking about things that I can't remember or don't understand, because that just makes my brain just dismiss them as unimportant. So so that's the thing. Next with memory and good capacity to process information, but not first-handed information. Yeah, I can relate to that. I know exactly how that feels. Like sometimes it's just like, I mean, you guys saw all my first dungeons and first trials and first everything. It's just like the first time it just doesn't work, and then later on it might. Anyway, I have kept you up much longer than what I wanted. Sorry if I depressed anyone or anything like that. That was not my intention. It was a bit rambly, but it's all a part of this. So yeah, you get what you get. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go and sleep. And you didn't play Black Mage's job completely changes the rotation with single use. Yeah. And I'm just gonna wait until I get good at least at something. Oh, feel free to post some videos on Discord. There's a link, I think, down in the description. Good night, everyone, and thank you for listening to my rambles. I appreciate it, and yeah, I'll just see you tomorrow. Good night.